And this reminded me that I am that girl. Hello there, my bookish besties. You're gonna wanna grab your emotional support water bottle for this one today because we're gonna go over these trending books and whether or not you should read it or skip it. Essentially, these books, are they overhyped or are they actually worth your time? So without further ado, y'all, go ahead, get all comfy, cozy. I have, again, my emotional support water bottle. I literally broke out my big fuzzy blanket for this one, guys. I'm still cracking up because my desk is still a little broken, so I feel like I look a lot shorter than I do, so I'm just gonna like sit up a little bit taller. I do just want to say thank you all for all of the wonderful growth that I've seen on my channel. I absolutely love this little community that we've built together here on YouTube, and it makes my heart so happy. I have a goal to reach 500 subscribers by this summer, and y'all, we are so close to hitting it, which is wild because I only started this channel like a couple months ago. So like 2025, it's a great year. I'm very excited. Please hit that subscribe button, follow in the journey, join in the, I don't know, the adventure, the vibe. I don't know what you want to call it. Either way, I'm happy that you're here. I hope you're happy that you're here. Without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and let's dive in. All right, y'all, I have 7 books that I have gone through in the past couple weeks that I really want to talk about with you because a lot of them are trending books. So are these books worth your time and your energy and your effort and your money? Or are they just overhyped and like maybe it's a skip, or use like a free library pass? Like, don't spend your money on it. First and foremost, with Lights Out. This might be the last time I ask for recommendations for audiobooks on my personal Instagram, because tell me why everyone suggested this book. Read the trigger warnings is all I'm gonna say. And if you're into like stalking and mask play and murder, then like definitely up your vibe. You might love this. If that's like not your vibe, especially like in audiobook format, maybe pass. Maybe pass. I thought it was a hoot and a half. Half the time I was actually like listening to the audiobook. Like I said, I was looking for recommendations. I had a road trip coming up. It was a choice. It was a choice. So this, read it or pass it, is like 50-50 for me. Again, if dark romance is your thing, if you're here for like a silly, goofy, sexy time, Lights Out will be a great journey for you. If that's not your vibe, then like you can happily skip it, happily pass along. There's so many other great fun romances up your alley. I don't know where I stand with this one yet. I don't know. If there's a sequel, I might read it. And also, all of my friends that recommended me this book. Are y'all okay? And how was your therapy bill? Just curious. I dipped my toes a little bit more into thriller recently, and I read my very first Frieda McFadden book. And no, it wasn't The Housemaid. I'm saving that one because the movie comes out in November. My book club's gonna read it for November, so we can go read the book and then see the movie. So I'm like holding on to that one to read it a little bit closer too. But I figured I've heard great things about the author. Let me dip my toes in. So I picked up Do You Remember? She was mid, I'll be honest. I think I was expecting a little bit more, and the premise was really interesting to me. Essentially, a woman had a car accident and she wakes up every single day without any memory of the day prior. More specifically, she has no recollection of like her husband or her life or anything after like the last 7 years. It's very like if 50 First Dates was a thriller. You following me? If that's your vibe, you might love this book. I got to a point where the narrator just got really annoying, and I understand the gimmick is that she can't remember the day before, but I got to a point where I was so frustrated with that narrative, and I got over it really quickly. So maybe I just like wasn't mentally in the mindset to read this book. But overall, it was a very good twist. I didn't see it coming. My jaw like actually did hit the floor. There were a couple things that I was able to predict, but like the big giant twist at the very end, like actually did shock me. So okay, Frieda, if you're into thrillers, this is it. I would think a read it. I don't know a lot of her work just quite yet. I am working my way slowly through Frieda's, I'm gonna say entourage of books. Might not be correct. Frieda's entourage, sure. But if there's better Frieda books out there, other than The Housemaid, because that one's already on my TBR, please let a girl know. Tell me in the comments below. What other recommendations would you give if like Do You Remember Me was just mid? So Abby Jimenez released a new book, Say You'll Remember Me, came out on April 1st, and I was like giggling. I had butterflies the entire time. Every time we were at Xavier's point of view, I literally was like smiling and giggling and kicking my feet. And I had like just twists and knots in my chest because I love this character so much. And Abby Jimenez always does a fantastical job of making her characters and her storylines and her romances feel so real that I actually like yearn for these characters. Yes, this is a read it. This is 100% read it. In fact, read all of her novels. Read all of her books. She does not miss. She has zero amiss, Miss Abby Jimenez does. But I do not recommend physically reading this book while listening to the audiobook of Lights Out, because I have come to realize that that's the exact same storyline, the exact same characters. One is just like a chill couple, but he's like still equally obsessed with his girl. The other one is like a full-blown stalker. They both have like weird attachments to their partner's cats. Say that they're dad of their partner's cats. Like the mannerisms are there. They just kind of show up out of the blue, uninvited, unannounced. Like it's there. If you've read both books, please don't tell me I'm crazy. Please validate me in the comments below. It's kind of insane. Before I even put this up there, it's a read. Guys, this is like my 7th read of this book, Throne of Glass, Sarah J. Maas. If you haven't read it yet, that's okay, because I have a special fun new segment coming with a very, very special guest star, and it's their first time reading this book, and we're going through it together. So a little tease, a little stay tuned. I have more information coming. That's a read. That is 100% a read. So again, I was in a very, very thrillery mood, and I was just scrolling through Libby being like, what's trending right now? Let me see. Then she was gone. Shocked me. I have been yearning to feel that, I don't even know the right emotion name, despair, the longing, the yearning, the what the hell just happened, like pit drop on your stomach feeling that I read when I read Local Woman Missing. And this is the first thriller book I've read since that fulfilled that hole and that gap. It was so good. Did I call one of the plot twists? Yes. However, I didn't call the entire whole narrative of the whatever happened whiplash. They do a really good job of sprinkling breadcrumbs throughout this book, so you feel like you're picking it up as our main character, our main narrator, I should say, is also picking it up. But they still do a great job of keeping you on your toes, not quite sure, knowing what's happening. You're getting fed pieces and breadcrumbs here and there, and it's so good. And it also makes me so sad. And I still think about Ellie, and I want to cry. Phenomenal book. This is a read. Read it. Do not pass it. Please don't pass it. If you're in like a thriller genre, read it. So getting a little vulnerable with you guys. I was kind of in a funk this last month. Very much in a funk this last month, and I needed to kind of get myself out of it. And one of the ways I'm really doing that is focusing on me, setting my boundaries, manifesting. You guys don't want to hear that, but I did read You Are a Badass, and this really, really helped pick me up when I was in a place of just like, where do I go from here? I feel like a hamster turning on a hamster wheel. I had no like path or precision. And this reminded me that I am that girl. So if you are feeling in a place where you're just like, meh, you don't really feel like you have motivation to do anything, or you don't really know what your next step is, read this book. It was released in 2013, and even though it's like 13 years, no, that's not how you do math, 15, no, 12. And even though it's 12 years old, the topics and everything is so relevant to today still. It's not outdated, so don't worry about that. I think I've actually had this book on my personal TBR for the last 10 years, and I just hadn't gotten to a point where I felt like I needed it. It was just waiting for the right time, and the right time for me was like 2 weeks ago. So highly recommend You're a Badass, because you are a badass. Thank you. Read it. If y'all have any self-help books that really like change the way you think about things and really just like opened your eyes to like life, let me know in the comments below, because I want to read them. I have a goal to read at least one motivational self-help book a month now, just because I think they're so intriguing and like they're so good most of the time. So let me know, I'll keep it up. So I bet you've reached this part of the video and you're like, Ashley, none of them have you said pass it yet. Interesting. Oh, boo-boo. I've just waited. I've been saving the best, or in this case, the worst, for last. And that is Final Girl Support Group. Listen, I was so excited to dive into this book because I was like, ooh, this sounds like a fun little trope. The whole concept is there's a bunch of final girls, like from horror movies, think Jamie Lee Curtis in the original Halloween, but it's all of the final girls. They all have a support group, and sure enough, like one of them ends up dead. Turns out their killer came back, as killers do. And now our main character kind of has to deal with that. Y'all, this main character was insufferable. Like, I could not get through this book. And granted, I was listening to it on audiobook because I had a road trip, so I was going through it. The word final girl was used in every other sentence. It got to the point where I literally was just overused. And I don't know if you guys have ever like gone through a book and a particular word or phrase was used so much that you just got the ick every time it was brought up. Final Girl became that for me. Also, like, the voice actor who was doing the narration, I got to a point where like she just wasn't good. And this book made me settle in and be like, Ashley, it is okay to not finish a book. It is okay to put something down if you are not enjoying it. And it's okay to set that boundary for yourself. So if you're in the middle of reading a terrible book or listening to a terrible audiobook and you're just trying to get through it, consider this your sign that it's okay to put it down and pick up something that you actually enjoy and it's not going to bug the living crap out of you. Okay? Okay. Final Girl Support Group, skip. Don't put yourself through that, dear God. So I do want to do a new fun segment that I have been thinking about doing. So at the very end of this year, I want to do like a book bracket where I quite literally put all the books that I read in the year and find the best book. So I get my best read of 2025. Yeah. So one of the ways I want to do that is also nominate a book of the month. So every month it'll be like the best read. And I don't think it's any shocker that this month, the best book I read was Say You'll Remember Me by Abby Jimenez. Like, oh my gosh, that book was just amazing. I gushed and gooed over it in this video. So that officially wins the title of Book of the Month, and she'll be moving on to my 2025 bracket challenge. So stay tuned. Maybe I'll do a recap of my first half of the year in June. Stay tuned. I got ideas cooking. So that was it. Rate it or skip it. Let me know, you guys, in the most recent books you read, the trendy books, the not so trendy books, would you recommend them as a read it or a skip it? Are they overhyped? Are they talked about way too much? Let me know in the comments below. I am always looking to open up my TBR as well. If there's any books that you think I should read, let me know. We'll have our own little personal book club and we'll chat and we'll yap and it'll be amazing. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this puppy up. Y'all, you know the drill. Please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I love seeing this community grow. It makes my heart so happy. And I'm so thankful for all of you guys for taking the time to just like be here with me in this little space that we're creating. I hope it's a safe space for you because it's a very safe space for me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, week, month, year, life. Yes, slay, queen, king. As always, you guys, happy reading, and I will see y'all next time.